ranking the best pizza in New York.
New York City, yellow cabs, the subway, Times Square. But did you know there's also good pizza here? Yeah? Oh yeah, I forgot. That's like the whole thing. Well, anyway, we're gonna be ranking the top 20 highest rated, most famous, most legendary pizza slices in New York City.
Pizza.
And we came all the way to this view of the Brooklyn Bridge to tell you about it. This production value. We didn't have to do this. I parked my car in a garage. It costed $18 for an hour. It's so hot out. It's 92 degrees out, and I'm gonna eat 20 slices of pizza. Why are we doing this?
Imagine a slice of pizza and some shots.
Let's get started.
A slice of pizza. What? I didn't eat.
DeFara's, one of the oldest and most famous slices in the city. The owner of DeFara's was stretching pizzas for 50 years. He passed away in 2022. Unfortunately, I didn't get to try a pizza made by him, but I'm excited to try a New York legend. You can see it's super oily, and if you towel it off, let's face it, you're not a man. I'm kidding. Towel off your pizza.
Okay, I like my pepperonis like, you know, with a little crunch.
Really, and if you towel it off, let's face it, you're not a man. I'm kidding. Towel off your pizza.
I like my slice.
I'm just trying to get those clicks, you know?
It's good on the crust, and it helps the bottom.
Oh man, that's good. I mean, I love how oily it is. I love every bit of it. Super thin, not as much of a char. There's some char on there. You're definitely getting some carbonized flavor. The top isn't very charred. Makes me think that like they have a really hot surface of the oven and then the radiative heat is not as hot. Nice, bright, fresh tomato sauce, like probably uncooked before they put it on the pie. My favorite, my preferred sauce application. The reason it's a legend. That's the reason why I'm gonna give it my first score of the day. I'm gonna give it an 8.9. It's not flawless, but what pizza
8.9 is pretty high,
nothing's
though.
getting a 10.0. Never say never. So this is the first slice of the day. And it's gonna be a little tricky to rate these because I need things to compare against. We want a tiered list. We want an actual list of number 1 to number 20. So I'm gonna give very specific scores that will allow us to create a tiered list. All right, so now we have Luigi's, which is another older joint. Much more classic New York slice. Still a nice, bright, fresh tomato sauce. Not much char to speak of at all, but the crust is really light and it's blistered too, indicating that they do some cold fermenting. I'm sure all these people do that to some extent. This one's really fantastic. It is about as classic and perfect as New York style pizza gets. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. It didn't have the same, you know, big, crazy flavors. It doesn't have the thick pepperoni cups like DeFara's had, but it's still really, really good. Just New York pizza. All right, so now we're at F&F. This is one of my favorite places, personally, in Carroll Gardens. They do a slightly oversized slice,
because I got the Wario, Mario,
and the Luigi. But this feels extra big for some reason. And they also char it. They give it color. This rocks. This is the slice I'm going for. Oh, what this might be one of my favorites. Like, I think this is gonna rank hard. They also got the pepperoni just right in that they're thin little pepperoni, but they're also cupped. So because they're using a natural casing sausage, they're just slicing it really thin. And it ends up being little cups for sauce and herbs, because they load it up with oregano and Parmesan, but also they drizzle the sauce on top of the pepperoni. This is unique.
On top of the pepperoni.
Oh my God, that's good. It's just the best pizza.
It looks really good.
I have no... Like, we're doing a lot of very similar food.
Bottom looks good. Pepperoni looks good. Who made this?
It all comes down to the subtleties.
Who made this?
They nailed the subtleties in every respect with this. 9.9. I love F&F. This is one of my favorite slices in the world. All right, next up we have L&B Spumoni. I've personally never tried L&B. This is not the original location. This is a new one that they opened up here in Dumbo. I think that it might be a case of second location-itis. Because you can see it's not, it's kind of a sad looking slice. It's about half the size it should be, I think, in terms of New York slices. There's a hair on it. It's an eyelash hair though, Steve. It's fine.
Floppy.
That's the New York way. Fold it in half like a piece of paper, you still end up with a dippy tippy.
The front of it is like foldy or
No.
floppy.
They have the unfortunate luck of being rated right after we just did F&F. The flavor profile is literally that of high school pizza. This is bowling alley pizza. Laser tag pizza, trampoline park pizza, Discovery Zone pizza. They say there's no such thing as bad sex or bad pizza. I posit that whoever said that has only ever had bad sex and bad pizza, because of course there's bad sex and bad pizza, unless it's with me. The pizza, I mean, not the sex.
The pizza. 6.5, really? Okay. I was thinking that's like a 9, low key.
We'll see you guys at the next place, I think.
Chrissy's.
Oh, you're skipping Linden Street. Okay, come on. We're not going to see them. All right, so now we're at Chrissy's Pizza, a place I have not heard of, up here in Greenpoint. This is the northernmost tip of Brooklyn. It's a little bit of an undersized slice, but they only do whole pies here. They were making an exception because we didn't know before we got here. Looks like they must brush the crust down with oil after it comes out of the oven because it's shiny and it's bubbly. They must dust it with something too. It looks like there's dried garlic or something, but it looks like there's something on the crust. Not as much charring as some other spots, but that looks still really fantastic. Looks like they went really heavy on the Parmesan. That's good. Really heavy on the Parmesan. Very strong cheese flavor. The pepperoni tastes like Hormel. I like it. It's nostalgic. It's not as like artisanal as some of the entrants that we've had thus far, but it's still a really solid slice. It definitely has some unique flavors and characteristics to it. It's different. It's very interesting. I like it. I'm going to give it an 8.6. Next up, we have a Greenpoint favorite, Paulie G's Slice Shop. This is the second location for this pizzaiola maker man. Don't let the old vintage look fool you. They opened in 2018. It's a lie. I'm kidding. It's very cute and it's really cool aesthetic in there. I've had this before. It's amazing.
Nice.
Ow. Old world style. As classic as New York pizza gets. You can see it's just the right amount of charring on the bottom where even people who are like, this food is burned, wouldn't say. The pepperoni is in little cups and it's thin. It's not big, thick pepperonis. The pepperoni is a little spicy. That's nice. I mean, it's just the most competently executed classic New York slice, which I think gets you 9.2. It's a great slice. All right, so now we're at Feeney Pizza here in Williamsburg. This is another one of the new school joints. We keep running into the same group of people at these different pizza places on their own pizza crawls, so we're hitting the right spots. This is a very different looking slice. It looks so uniform and perfect. There's very little like wabi-sabi to it. This crust looks like AI generated. It doesn't look real. The pepperoni's huge and halved. I don't even think I've ever seen that before. I wonder if they just do it to stand apart. Look at the bottom. Oh my God. Char City. I'm gonna like that. Well, really tender. Your teeth sink right through it. Got a nice crisp to it, but it's really tender. And the char is there. It's not as strong as I would have guessed from looking at it. I mean, it's really good. I was just expecting it to punch me in the face. The flavor is really artisanal. I mean, we're in Williamsburg, you know? You can tell. It's scratching a wholly different itch from what the other pizzas have scratched thus far. This is different. This is not quite unlike any pizza I think I've ever had.
Hey, y'all gonna mention that there's like a good bar next door to Feeney too?
Also, right next door is Lucky Dog. Cool. This is better than the pizza, if you ask me. Hear that? Cool. Right. Too delicate, I think. It's too tender for me, but I'm still gonna give it like an 8.6. I just wish it had more chew. It'd be up in the 9s if it just had some tensile strength to it. All right, next up we have L'Industrie here in Williamsburg, which we have a complicated past with because we did an episode where I saw if I could beat the best pizza in New York City, and I cooked against L'Industrie and Joe's. And Joe's won and L'Industrie came in third, and that just can't be possible. And upon reviewing the footage and looking at the crust, you see where I'm going with this? I think we mixed up Joe's and L'Industrie. So we're very sorry. I'm very sorry, but we're very sorry too. Right, guys?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
And here it comes.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
So good. No, it's really great. It's actually not one of my favorite crusts in the world. I'm gonna try something. The biggest flavor is the char. They do get a decent char going on the bottom, and that's mostly what you taste. The crust itself has less personality than I think. Every time I have it, I'm like, this is awesome, but the crust is leaving some to be desired. Like, it's an amazing texture. Yeah, pull it a little bit, but it's also nice and thin, crispy, not crunchy, crispy. The pepperoni are maybe my favorite of the day. Really familiar, but they have a smokiness to them. Distinct smokiness. Wow, I didn't realize that. And they dust it with just a little bit of Parmesan, and that wakes it up a little bit more. It's not as exciting as I remember it being. I don't know, just like something about it. The crust leaves some to be desired. It is still an incredible slice, and I love the fresh basil on it. L'Industrie is gonna catch a 9.1. There's shortcomings, but they are few and far between. And you would be lucky to wait in line for this pizza. This is better than Paulie G's. This is like an elevated Paulie G's, so it will get a 9.3 because I do think it is an improvement. They're both really good. This is slightly better. You heard it here first, folks. All right, so now we're at Joe's. This and Ray's are like the two prototypical New York slices. I almost have this flavor memorized. I know exactly how this is going to taste, feel, sound.
Fuck?
Maybe we didn't mix it up.
Fuck.
Looks good. Okay, it's not that good. It's not as good as L'Industrie, but it is good. I mean, like, it's the right texture. It folds and then it kind of dips at the end. It's
Yeah.
exactly where you want to
Looks
live.
nice.
Just the right amount of grease. I just want a
Dude,
couple
just
drips.
that's
That's
not a
it. The
drip.
crust is a little bit too
Speaking of
long.
drip.
Cheese is a little rubbery. It's like pizza flavored pizza.
just pinked you out right
I'll just
now,
say it.
you know
This
what I
is
mean?
like the
Some
reference
rice
for
from Haynes
pizza,
and shit,
and everything
you know,
else is an
it's like,
interpretation. Sorry,
Whatever.
Italy. It's really good. It's definitely not like rocking my socks off. I'm gonna give it an 8.7. It crawled so other pizzas could
Ugh.
run. Okay. Next up, we have Lucia Pizza. This is their second location. Original is on Avenue X in Sheepshead Bay. That's very, very far away. So you can see why we're here. I saw him finish this with freshly grated Parmesan, some basil, and he
Freshly
drizzled a little
grated-
oil
oh,
on
that's
there.
it. Damn, every time I see the crust, that shit is nice and crispy, man.
What
A little
honking your
burnt.
horn about?
Just a little
That's a
burnt.
good looking slice.
wrong
Bottom's
with a
got some
little
nice
burnt.
char on it, but not too much. Just a wee bit of char.
Nice, you can hear
Ooh,
that
it's
shit. What
got
am I?
char.
That shit was the loudest. I'm not tweaking. I'm not tweaking. Let's
A wee
tweak.
bit of char.
Wait, I heard that shit. What's that little? What the- yeah, what's that?
Ooh, it's good.
Fuck.
Very reminiscent of Linda Street, but like the dough has a little more flavor to it, I
Pizza,
think. It's a
pizza,
really
pizza.
well-rounded slice. It is also the most expensive slice we've had thus far. This is $6 for a slice of pizza.
6 cash.
I could get 3 Pokemon card set. No, those are like $3.50. Yeah, I can get 2. No. The pepperoni is really great. It's like super classic, but they put a little singe on it, which I love. I don't know if it's because when they reheat the slices, they're putting them in the lower oven. They were all set to the same temperature, but it looked like there was a narrower space. So I think you're getting more direct heat and end up singeing the pepperoni, which is a delight. Basil's so plush. So f***ing clutch, bro. A little small. It's my only complaint. And so goddamn expensive. For a small slice, I do have to dock it, I think, for that. My instinct was to give it a 9.3. I'm going to give it a 9.
Right there.
You know, people
Like,
ask me,
people use
what's
the
it like to
other
be
hand,
so cool?
Like that,
I'll tell them, come to Williamsburg Pizza and find out. Come to Williamsburg Pizza in
barbarian.
Manhattan. Anyway, we're here at Williamsburg Pizza in the Lower East Side. Why didn't we go to the one in Williamsburg? Very good question. It's one I'm asking
Williamsburg
myself
Pizza.
right now. It's a properly big slice. Pretty pale all around. Let's see what the bottom has to say.
Classic slice right here.
That's a pretty normal looking bottom.
not a lot of
See if
burnt.
it does the New York thing where you fold it in
good
half
though.
and then it still kind of
Yeah,
droops
that
a little bit.
All this pizza
Ah,
might,
New York.
might make me
That's the
pizza.
Statue of Liberty, right? All right, not too oily. Curled pepperoni, but like normal size, normal appearance pepperoni, but they're curled, which is chill.
Oh, I thought that was an
Okay.
ad. I was like,
I
damn,
like
a
that.
scary
They
ad.
loaded up with oregano,
Nice
which
stuff.
normally you got to hit the shaker in the shop, which we haven't been doing out of propriety. Now they have it on the pizza. I have no choice, but I'm glad that they gave me no choice. The constant gnawing wonder, could this be better?
That
Is
crust
this
is
what I
good.
want? No
Look at
choice
that
here.
crust.
You're
Right
getting the
now, do
oregano.
it. No, do it.
You.
No, do it.
Child,
No,
little
do
old
it.
lady. Just a really high quality New York slice. Tastes like every New York slice I've ever had, which is not a bad thing, but it's also not doing anything special. Yeah, whoa. Pretty much the same as Joe's, but like a little bit more modern execution, I guess. Same score as Joe's, 8.7.
Okay. Oh, Joe's Pizza's 8.6.
Next up, we
Damn,
have
rating.
something that
6.5
consistently
on that one, which is
ranks
crazy. I
on
thought that
best
was-
pizza
that
in
might
New
have
York
been the
lists,
most
Scars.
iconic
They
slices
mill
I've
their
ever
own
seen.
flour here. And as a result, again, this is a pricey slice, $6, but it's got the size to win the prize. It's our first 2-plater, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember us getting a second plate for anybody. And it is not necessary. I've never tried Scars. This is my first time. Let's see. Perfect. Ah, World Trade Center. What? The new one. And the old one? Where? What? They said never forget. Have you forgotten?
I forgot, yeah.
I'm not gonna let you. Got a great char. It's got all the trappings of a classic New York slice, but it's elevated. I never would have guessed that they milled their own flour. I don't know how much value there is to that.
Nice crust by. You
okay.
didn't do the crust by another one.
Wait a
Yo!
minute. That crust is
Go back to the
delightfully
store,
chewy on its
get
own.
the fucking
Mostly
slice
we've been
again,
getting airy
and
and
bite the
crunchy.
crust only.
This is
Come
fine.
on, bro.
This has a great chew to it. And the crust is so thin
the
in the
fuck,
center of the
man?
pie that you don't even, the chewiness is registering, but it's not like, imagine if I just headbutted so much. It upsets me that all my slices end up looking like this with the with the bite out of the corner. So I have to try the crust.
Right,
I mean,
try it.
It's
Ah,
fantastic
of
all
course.
around. I'm going to give it a 9.4. All right, next up we have Cuts and Slices, not really known for their pepperoni. They have some insane pizzas in there. Oxtail stew, chicken and waffles, fried shrimp and lobster, and black truffle Alfredo. Some pizzas in there are $100 some odd. Some slices are $20 a pop. This one was a comparatively reasonable $4.50. That's the range that we've been working in today. A little small, but that's okay. It looks really good. Like, this is one of the better looking slices that we've got. The color is just right. They also toasted the ever-loving out of it, which I really appreciate, because most of the time when you get a slice, they throw it in the oven for 30 seconds, bring it out, and it's gesturally melty. This is going to be proper. Only disadvantage is I can't use my delicate human fingers to eat it, but my mouth, my mouth's a different story.
You just use the little plate they got. Yeah.
The dough, it's very, very tender. It's not unlike Fini pizza, bite right through it, doesn't put up any bite. It's edging in on bready. And the flavor is not that great. Definitely using like a cooked sauce, which I'm not super crazy about, because then it makes the pizza too sweet. I really like an uncooked sauce generally, or very lightly cooked sauce. It's pretty sweet sauce. The pepperoni tastes like, you know, Hormel. It's a fine slice, but it's not my favorite. I like that it's hot though. Pepperoni. I think we need to come back and try their specialty slices, because I think that's where it's at. But this pizza on its own, it's like way better than the frozen pizza. For now, this is going to get a score of a 7.5. All right, now we're on St. Mark's, which used to be the coolest street in New York City, I think. And we are at Cello's. This is where a friend of a friend is the head pizza man. Nice big old slice, folds the right way.
Parmesan it out.
Oh, yeah. That is a lot like Scar's, except the sauce is a little fruitier. Sauce is completely raw. I love it. It has cut pepperoni, great flavor, good char on the bottom, and a really great crunch. Fantastic sliced pizza, really salty too. I think by virtue of the sheer amount of pepperoni on it, it's gotta be the most pepperoni that we've gotten, short of F&F. I think it's a fantastic slice. I'm gonna give it a 9.3. It's a really great slice. All right, next up, came to Mama's 2. It's one of the hottest spots. It's actually a revival of a storied pizza restaurant in the Upper West Side, with some of the longest lines in all the land. But they don't really do a straight up pepperoni slice. We got a slice of pepperoni, and it turned out to be a Sicilian square, which is wonderful, but very different from what we've been judging. Then the only true pepperoni slice was this one, which has vodka sauce on it. So whatever score I give this is gonna be kind of unfair, because it's gonna be separate from the normal pepperoni slice. This is probably gonna be awesome. I mean, look at it. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty fire, Babish fam. I can tell from looking at this. This is gonna be better than any pizza I've ever had. Woo.
We finally got him. The wind finally did it.
We've been waiting for the perfect combination of pizza and wind. This is really good. I think vodka sauce and pepperoni is almost too busy. You know, kind of not canceling each other out. If anything, they're drowning out the rest of the pizza. I don't taste cheese. Cheese is a texture only on this pizza. I'm going to try the crust a little bit. Great flavor, great texture crust, nice char. Even though this wasn't fair, I'm going to give it an 8.
You gonna try this one?
I do. I mean, I mostly want to try it to eat it, because I love the Sicilian square. I'm a huge fan of Prince Street, even though they're worse than they used to be. It's still one of my favorite slices down after a night of not drinking. This, I want to see if it gives it a run for its money.
Nice. I like this. A little Sicilian. I like the Sicilian. Sicilian's nice.
The hell? What's going on there?
And the bottom's always crispy on the
It's not even that charred. It tastes burnt.
I said it's made differently.
Like, it tastes burnt.
In a pan. That's
which is odd. There's a set of flavors here that I'm not able to identify. It's not even blackened on the bottom, but it's got like burnt characteristics. Weird. And I hate what's different. I'm in New York. Whoa, no, it's the sauce. What the hell? There's a burnt flavor in there that I kind of like, but every bite is making me go, what? I don't know what to do. I'm frozen. I'm gonna give it a 7. All right, now we're at Bleecker Street Pizza, one of the older school joints and favorite of Kristen Bell, apparently. There's 2 pictures of her in there. She's wearing different outfits. This pizza's thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. That's different. It is also positively crusted in what feels like a very coarse, either cornmeal or semolina. You can see the bottom. It is just like packed with whatever this coarse grain is. I wish I were in that ambulance, because this
looks classic.
No, I'm kidding. This is not very good though. It's too thick, it's too bready. It's packed with a very neutral kind of pepperoni. The cheese sauce ratio is a little off. Sauce is very cooked. I've had frozen pizzas better than that. I'd keep eating this if I were hungry, which I think gets you a 5 even.
Damn, 5.
Next up, we have New York Pizza Suprema, right across from Penn Station.
New York
My
Pizza
favorite
Suprema.
neighborhood in New York.
Supreme.
That's what I thought. It smells like really sweet sauce in there. It smells like they're really simmering it down, maybe even adding sugar. It smells like jarred sauce in there.
Jarred
And that's what the pizza
sauce.
tastes like. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. The cheese is nice and generous. Pepperoni's cup. It ain't bad. But I'm just not crazy about that sauce. Now rob them of an 8.2. It's good. All right, next we have R's Slice Shop. This is Roberta's Slice Shop, one of my favorite pizzas in the city. They've never done slices before. It's always been Neapolitan style, so I'm very curious to see what they do in this medium. Right off the bat, I'll say it's nice and big.
That crust is
pepperonis,
nice. I'm not gonna
and
actually
it was
it's thin, too.
surprisingly cheap considering we are
Good.
in Madison Square Garden, Penn Station, basically.
Nice.
It was $4.50, which is pretty standard for where we
Roberta's
are and who we're talking about here. I think Roberta's was the first pizza in the country that was like, pizza for $20? It's failing the fold test pretty hardcore. Nope, no, okay, it's got it.
with a little other hang like that.
It's good. It also tastes like pepperoni grease. Dough has
Okay.
very little character to it. Got some char on the bottom, great texture, but it's really lacking in the flavor department, which is odd because I love Roberta's crust normally. They're doing little hunks of fresh mozzarella in addition to the normal mozzarella, thinking that that is gonna make me not notice that there's big patches of sauce. Got you. Pretty damn good. I know I said it tastes like pepperoni
Seems
grease,
nice.
but I actually like that. Basil automatically bumps a bite up by an entire point. So I don't know if that's fair. Not everybody does basil. I've let it play into my decision making thus far.
True, but still,
So
that crust.
Roberta's is such an
Look at that
artisan
crust, man. You know, I like
place.
the crust.
So
Everybody's
it's funny to
doing
me
like
that they
crust. I like
nail
the crust.
the
It's on
trashiest elements
PHAT.
of New
That's why I
York
like the
style
crust.
pizza. The pepperoni flavor is just too strong, and for that reason alone, it's going to get an 8.8.
Crust is good.
All right, now I'm at the furthest flung of the bunch, Lou and
Furthest
Ernie's of
flung of the
Bronx,
bunch.
New
That
York.
was-
They got a pretty greasy slice of pepperoni here, but this is one of the
Louis
favorites
and
in the
Ernie's.
city. All right, now I'm going to try to do the impossible, which is hold this camera while I take a bite.
Oh, the cameraman out there.
Why
With
was that so hard? That's a tasty slice. Way too greasy. This is the kind of pizza that you dab. I don't say that lightly. Take a look here.
Okay.
The flavor is really good. The sauce is definitely like a cooked sauce, not like
Nice
a raw
drip
one,
for that-
as we've seen
that,
in some more
nice
new
oil
school
drip
places.
for that
And
pepperoni.
it's loaded with pepperoni.
Really?
Crust is pretty boring. I don't know.
feel
I
like
mean,
pepperoni
it's
is the juicy
really
thing
quite
in there.
good objectively as a food item, but as New York style pizza, it's very classic, very basic. I'm going to give it a 7.9. All right, I'm going to eat this now with both hands. All right, now we're at Amore Pizza in very far north Queens. This is a highly political
Oh, look
pizza
at this shit right
restaurant.
here. Why that
As soon as
crust
you
look
walk
crazy?
in, an American
Crust look like
flag
it's peeling
slaps you in the
off.
face. They make
That looks
no
crazy.
secret about who they support. And you know, when I'm looking for who do I vote for, I look at my local pizzeria. That makes perfect sense to me. And they do something interesting here, which is they add the pepperoni in post-production. So they take a slice of cheese, they scatter it with peps, and then they throw it in the oven to heat it up. I don't know if I like that. It feels dishonest somehow, but it isn't. So don't worry about it. Looks to be a really old school New York pizza slice from a really old school New York pizza place. This place is full of characters. A whole table full of people that do not speak English. The next table are like firefighters. Then there's like construction dudes coming in and out. I heard so many fun sound bites like, oh, he died. He wouldn't eat. Do you have anything without cheese? No. Let's try the crust on this one. Crust was good.
Crust is
Really
good, yeah.
light, airy. It has a nice
Big ass
flavor to it.
pepperonis.
Definitely cold fermented. It's got some great bubble structure. That bubble structure is off
good.
the charts.
I feel like the
You
spread
can't
is-
chart that
the
bubble
spread of
structure.
pepperoni too.
Okay, they
yeah,
use
but still,
semolina
well, I
or
guess if you fold
cornmeal
it
or
in,
something
bunch of them
for
anyway,
lubricative
Still.
purposes to get things on and off the peel. It gets nicely charred. It adds that great charred flavor. It's a really solid old school New York slice. So nothing amazing, like comparatively, it's amazing to the rest of the pizza in the world. But this is New York. Oh, I'm greasy. Look at what happens live. What do? I'm letting those Trump figurines drive my vote. I can't do that. Then they win. I won't let them win.
What a year. Trips, gifts, holidays. But all those memories come with a cost, like high interest credit card balances. With Rock.
I'm gonna give it an 8. It's a very solid New York slice. I would eat this plus a couple more. It's so loud in New York City. I don't not like it because I'm a New Yorker. All right, now we have Rosario's.
New Yorker.
This is a pizzeria
Rosario's.
and Italian grocery store that's also very Greek because it's in Astoria, Queens. Some food seasoning.
Oh, it seasons food.
Yeah, pretty straightforward. I'm gonna put it on ice cream and see what happens. It looks like it's been really well toasted. Some nice bubblage on the crust, definitely cold fermented. Let's take a look at the bottom. I can't see it. How's it look? That is the most boring bottom I've seen. So they're using fresh mozz, and they're using a thick cut pepperoni. It's a little smaller, and it's cupping a little bit, but not too much. All that to be said, it's quite greasy. Problem? Question mark? Uh-oh. Okay. Passes muster. That's an okay slice. Try some of the sauce on its own. All I taste is pepperoni. It's a shame because the sauce is good. I don't taste it. Crust is great. Sauce is great. I think the fresh mozz is their undoing. A slightly stronger flavor, but more than that, this is hot out of the oven. It's already starting to solidify.
Okay.
Like I couldn't get a bite through. I dragged a whole bunch of cheese with me because fresh mozz, once you've melted it, it
Fresh
re-solidifies
mozz.
very quickly and very rigidly. It's turgid. What's turgid? I don't give a. I think the fresh mozz is not doing it as many favors as low moisture mozz would be. I think the reason you do margarita is because it's in blobs. They're in handleable blobs.
Okay.
All that to be said, I'm eating quite
That's
a lot
good,
of
though.
it,
I like
aren't
it.
I feel insane for saying this,
cheese was
but
nice,
I think the pepperoni flavor's too strong. There's so much grease. It's suffusing the entire slice with a really strong pepperoni flavor. The pepperoni itself is a very, very powerful flavor. I think a cheese slice of this would be great. I'm inclined to give it
8.1.
an 8.1, mostly because the nice lady there was very kind when she served me. She didn't care that I wasn't paying attention because I have ADD, and she's like, sir. She wasn't like, sir, hey, asshole, like these other places have. Every single one of them. It's weird. No, it's so it's too greasy. I'm gonna give it a 7.9. There's things I like about it. There's things I don't like about it. So it's not gonna garner any super high scores from me, unfortunately. Next up, we have Philomena, obviously named after Dame Judi Dench's character in the seminal 2016 film. Feels like 2016. I'm kidding. It has nothing to do with that. It's just called Philomena. It's here in, where are we? Sunnyside. A place I've never been. And it's a mean looking slice. Let's take a look at the bottom. Oh, look at that char. Uh-oh. And while I was in there, I noticed that it's made from all my favorite things. It's small peps cut thick so that they cup. Bianca Napoli raw tomato sauce. It's a high quality, low moisture mozzarella.
Oh!
It's okay. No, I'm cool. Oh, that's good. Wow, that's good. Pepperoni's just right. I'm gonna try some without the pepperoni. There's garlic in there because it's got a wonderful flavor. Exemplary. I don't use this word often and I don't use it lightly. That's pizzalicious.
He's delicious.
I love it. I love it. What do I do with you? I don't think I like it as much as F&F. But damned if it isn't close. The char is outrageous. I love that. It looks great, it sounds great, and it feels great. And it tastes great. And it smells great. Do you like that? This is going to garner from me a 9.7. It's just super balanced, nice and salty. It's great. It's fantastic. It's Philomena. All right. Next up, we have Manos in Ridgewood, Queens. We've never gotten to do this before. Ooh. The bottom of the crust has a nice dappled char to it. The pepperoni is thin, but it's still cupping, which is impressive. And the dough is fermented for 5 days, which I didn't even know was physically possible.
Okay.
I don't have the
5 days
patience to
fermentation.
wait 5 days for anything, least of all pizza. It looks like it has a little bit of bottled Parmesan. You can see there's these little granules. Like that's not shredded, that's definitely the bottled stuff, but that has a great nostalgic flavor. I got no problem with that. It's thick.
Ooh.
Well, the crust is thick. That's a damn good slice. Crust is nice and salty. Not only does the salt amp up the crust's flavor, but also you got it 5-day ferment. So the crust is probably the most flavorful I've had on this journey.
Nice.
The pepperoni ferment, so the crust
Actually,
is probably the
that
most
crust
flavorful
looks
I've had.
crazy.
Amp up the crust's flavor, but also you got it 5-day ferment. So the crust is probably the most flavorful I've had on this journey. The pepperoni,
That shit does not want you
actually
to
not super crazy about the flavor of their pepperoni, which is why we shouldn't have done this with pepperoni slices. But I'm a rascal. I just set myself apart from you know who. Nobody knows the rules. As many bites as I want. It's a cooked tomato sauce, not raw. It makes the whole pie a little bit more sweet, which is balancing with the pepperoni. Pepperoni's a little spicy, a little pickly. It's really good. It's really balanced. It's dense. I feel like I just got like an air pocket with the crust. I want to try and bite at it like here. Crispy. Sauce is a little too sweet. Other than that, it's exemplary, if not astounding. All that to say, it's not astounding. It is exemplary. That's what I was trying to say. So I think that gets you 8.6. It's a really good slice. Really good. Now that Fazio Building Company is making all this noise, I feel inspired. Oh, sorry. Here comes the man from the truck. I don't want to be talking about his building company. And now we're in Crown Heights, Brooklyn for La Flor. This is a newer school joint. Nico said this and I completely agree. This pizza has attitude. The pepperoni is charred, which I have to say makes me so excited. It makes me want to give up chocolate for Lent. I've seen char in a lot of different places, but I have not yet seen it on pepperoni. It kind of reminds me of Prince Street back in the glory days when they would char their peps. Sorry, I keep saying peps. I'm pissing me off. Good color, good dappling on the basil, which historically bubblage. They're definitely cold fermenting. And they loaded it up with fresh basil, which historically has me up real good. Pizza does have attitude. I don't know if it's pepperoni or what, but like it's the most aggressively flavorful pizza I've had thus far. Let me try each element on its own. Sauce is great, a little spicy. Or is that just residual from pepperoni? I think the pepperoni is quite spicy. The sauce is nice and raw, like that. I swear to God, it's punching me in the mouth every time I take a bite, in a good way. You know, like a Fight Club way,
is not
where
good,
I'm asking
man.
for it.
You need to just be careful,
Wow.
man.
Wow, the mozzarella tastes like cream, which I know mozzarella tastes like dairy, but it tastes like heavy cream, like the flavor of heavy cream, and it's awesome. The sauce is raw and it's salty, and the pepperoni is really flavorful, really salty. The crust, even though it tastes a bit crackery, is still a strong flavor. And altogether, they're making the most flavorful slice of pizza I've ever had. It's almost too flavorful. I'm gonna give it a 9.4. It's so different. It is unlike any slice that I've reviewed today. Is it the best pizza I've had in this cadre of reviews? No, but it's one of the best. It's one of the most interesting. It's like pizza exclamation point. Let's back up, boys. Nothing to see here. Pizza exclamation point. Let's back up, boys. Nothing to see here.
Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff, man.